Class 12 Sociology, Volume 2, Chapter 4 Change and Development in Rural Society, Part 2. Hi guys, I welcome you to my Schooling YouTube channel. We are going to discuss about Chapter 4 Change and Development in Rural Society, Part 2. Those who have not watched Part 1, please check out by clicking the I button. Before going deep into the chapter, we are going to discuss what are the three main types of society. The three main types of society have been marked out on this globe are tribal, which is African society, agrarian, Indian society, and industrial, American society. Now, what is an agrarian society? An agrarian society or agricultural society is any community whose economy is based on producing and maintaining crops and farmland. Life revolves around agriculture. Human and animal labor are the primary tools. Now we arrive at a point that India is an agrarian country. India is called an agrarian society because 55% of its population depends upon agriculture. But the contribution from GDP from agriculture amounts to only 15 to 17%. India accounts for 7.39% of the total global agricultural output. Land ceiling. It determines as to how much land a person can own. The limitation of a person to own the land is called as land ceiling, the maximum ceiling limit. For example, if a farmer had 300 acres of land, 80 acres were given to the small and marginal farmers and 220 was the ceiling limit for the big farmer. So land ceiling means the maximum amount of land an individual can hold. Surplus land is handed over to landless laborers without any fair compensation. Under the Urban Land Ceiling Act, the law in India that was passed in 1976 to bring an equitable distribution of land to subserve common good. If any family had more land, it was taken away by the government. Zamindars were powerful local chieftains, appointed either by the Mughal rulers or the British. They collected taxes from the peasants and gave it to them. Thus they played the role of intermediaries. Zamindars are landowners, especially one who leases his land to tenant farmers. So under the land ceiling, the government imposed upper limit on the amount of land a person can own. Ceiling varied region to region depending upon how fertile the land was. In a productive area, there was a low ceiling limit. More land was taken from farmers. It was a big task for the government to visit each region and judge the ceiling according to facility level. What is a Binami transfer? The big landlords, instead of the government taking away their land, transferred the property to their near and dear ones. This is called as Binami transfer. It is in a way cheating the government. So in some areas the land ceiling was successful, but not so in other areas due to Binami transfers. Landlord wanted the land to be owned by himself so that he would put the land in the name of his wife or near and dear ones or distant relatives to retain the land by himself. The name would be in a different name, the property would be in a different name, but the owner would be the landlord by himself. So this is a Binami transfer. Only on paper it would appear to be in the name of the distant relative, but actually the land was owned by the landlord himself. This is in a way cheating the government and the authorities. Tenancy reforms. Tenants are people who take the land for rent. If the land has good productivity, the landlord wanted the land back. Hence the government secured the lives of tenants. Security for tenants. The owner cannot take the land back before a certain period. Regulation of rent. A certain amount of the profit was to be given to the landlord. Even if loss is incurred, the farmer had to pay. One of the policies was that If the tenant showing production over a period of time and was regular in giving a part of his profit, he would buy the land. If he was unable to pay at times, the landlord could take away the land from the peasant. Let's discuss about land holdings. The whole rural area was divided into sectors, and each sector had various facilities provided by the government. A person from another sector could not use the facilities of another sector. He has to use the sector which has been provided for him. They have to use the facilities of their own sectors. The segregated, divided portions of land are land holdings. A picture has been shown for you. What are land records? During the colonial rule, there were barely any records. That is, the name has been registered upon the landlord or a particular individual that he is owning the land, that is called as land records. Later they were registered, maintained and computerized. In India, land ownership is determined through sale deed, property tax documents and survey records. Green Revolution, it was a remarkable one, attaining self-sufficiency. Instead of importing grains from other countries, we have attained self-sufficiency by ourselves. Green Revolution in India, a rapid increase in agricultural production by mechanized agriculture and use of high-yield variety of seeds, chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Green Revolution was started in 1960s and 70s. It had a drastic change in the productivity. It introduced in those areas where there was a possibility of a water source and fertile land. The Green Revolution in India refers to a period when Indian agriculture was converted into an industrial system due to the adoption of modern methods and technology such as the use of high-yield variety seeds, tractors, irrigation facilities, pesticides and fertilizers. It was mainly found by M.S. Swaminathan. Today, a lot of farmers are practicing modern farming methods under the Green Revolution, which is an alternative solution pushed by the government to replace traditional ways to grow crops. Its main objective include making cultivation and harvesting more efficient, as well as eliminating hunger all over the world. So before the Green Revolution, India was not able to produce enough crops to feed its growing population. Older methods of farming were used which was not able to cope up for the growing population. So these are the high yield variety seeds. High yield variety seeds are seeds that are of a better quality than the normal quality seeds. The produce from these seeds is a bit more compared to the normal ones. These seeds are a better option of seeds in order to obtain a healthy and surplus crop. But it will absorb more water and it needs more of fertilizers. But it produces 3 times more than the normal variety of seeds. So till now we were seeing that Green Revolution is a better option than importing grains from other countries. And our country had to undergo the famine situation. To avoid all that, we had found out Green Revolution during 1960s and 70s. What are the social consequences of Green Revolution? Its advantages. Increase in the production of food grains. As a result, drastic reduction in imports. First time India started exporting surplus grains of rice and wheat. It was a great achievement for the government and also for the Indian scientists who created those seeds. The employment opportunities also increased. Demand for agricultural labor went up and now we are self-sufficient in food grains and have sufficient stock for our people. So Green Revolution also has some disadvantages, negative factors. Increased inequality in rural areas. Only rich landlords who could afford the high yield variety of seeds could make profits. The poor people, the poor marginal farmers cannot afford to buy the high yield variety of seeds. Also the fertilizers are very costly for them to buy. Lower class did not have the resources to produce or surplus or to sell in the market for profit. Land was taken away by the landlords from the farmers or tenants as the landlords wanted to make extra profit. This was the displacement of tenants. Depleted groundwater level, it reduces the soil fertility. It also pollutes water if chemical fertilizer is mixed up with the groundwater. What is displacement of service class? Earlier days, if you see, all works would be done by the manual labor. Now we have replaced everything through the machines. Now we have harvester, threshing machines. So all work which used to be done by the manual labor was replaced by the machines. So after the manual labor has been replaced by the harvesting machine, now people have to find out other ways of jobs. This is the harvesting machine. For your better understanding, harvesting machine has been shown for you. This is how manual labor used to take place. Laborers working for a farmland. They used to pick, collect, harvest and sell it to the marketplaces. So after the introduction of green revolution, there is a wide gap between the rich and the poor. Rich became richer and the poor became poorer. Payment was shifted from kind to cash. What is kind? Giving products. Whatever produce was produced from the land, they used to give. The landlords used to give the same produce to the laborers. So that was shifted to cash. They used to serve them food also for the day which they have worked. Now all these things have stopped. Instead of that, they are giving everything, the labor, in cash. Instead of increase in wages, they decreased as there was so much demand for agricultural labor. As HYV seeds have amazing growth, these can be used in arid areas or dry lands also. Maize, wheat and rice are normally produced from the HYV seeds. The crops shifted to multi-crops so that the profit was more. Prosperous landlords. Andhra Pradesh has been divided into two, and Andhra has two rivers, Krishna and Godavari. The lands are very fertile and the landlords are prosperous. High yield variety of seeds are restricted to few states. High yield variety of seeds are restricted to more affluent states such as Punjab, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, which are benefited by rice and wheat production mainly. The reasons only these states used were that HYV seeds need more fertilizers and water. The seeds are very costly. Also, the lands in Punjab and certain parts of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu are very fertile. Hyderabad, the capital of Andhra Pradesh, is in the center of Telangana and all developments are done there only. Farmers of Andhra have sold their products in Hyderabad. Different regions have different inequalities like UP and Haryana. Diversification. There is a new class of people that has caused up the entire pressure. The emerging new class, the group of landowners who invest agricultural money into small factories and invest in machines. They started sending their children to school in urban areas to provide education. So very rich farmers, those who acquire a lot of money from agricultural produce, diversify their money by buying machines or investing in factories. The negative factors that we face by using high yield variety of seeds are the hybrid seeds, pesticides have an effect on ecology, fertility of soil is decreasing, farmers prefer organic farming on natural products. So organic produce is always healthy. In this picture we can see farmers tilling the land and producing the organic products. We have come to the end of part 2. Hope you guys would have understood and enjoyed my video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel Schooling. Press the bell icon, you will be notified every single time when I upload new videos. If you have any questions, please ask in Instagram. Thank you.